Spazzy and Planty.
Hello, Jutta! Spazzy coming right at you with another champion preview. This time around we're taking a look at Aatrox, and I do think that is how you pronounce his name. I've read it somewhere. Please don't look it up, because I'll look like an idiot. Just kidding. I always do. Anyways, let's look at the abilities straight away. Here we go. Best intro ever. His passive is called Bloodwell. Some of Aatrox's abilities costs health to cast, and a percentage of this health cost is stored into his Bloodwell, which you can then use to give new life to Aatrox once he's hit below 0 HP. So one of those like rebirth abilities on a pretty long cooldown, and it also depends. You can see under his health bar, you can see how much blood he's got stored, and that sort of indicates how much HP he's gonna come back to life with if he has the passive up. And like most of these like rebirth abilities, they're probably stronger early game than they are late game. So it's sort of like surprise extra life in early fights and skirmishes and stuff like that. Moving on to the Q, Dark Flight, a pretty straightforward ability. Aatrox rises into the air and slams into the ground. Enemies within the impact zone are knocked up, and enemies close to the impact zone take damage. So basic utility here. I mean, you can jump over a lot of walls with this ability, you can catch up to targets, and you can disengage. It costs a little bit of health to cast, I think it's 10%. Yeah, very, very easy ability to get the hang of. The W has two effects. If it's in Bloodthirst mode, Aatrox will heal himself for every third auto attacks that he makes, and this heal is rather significant if you actually start leveling this ability early. And if you activate the ability, you get the other part, which is Blood Price. Now every third attack will deal bonus damage, but cost health instead. So sometimes you want to be aggressive and lose a bit of health in return, or sometimes you just want to sustain the fight or even just heal up passively. So that is the like back and forth that you got with this ability. And since this ability is all about them auto attacks, I think there will be some sort of attack speed build on him when he goes live, if you want to max this ability first, that is. Let's talk about the E. It's called Blades of Torment. Aatrox fires sort of like a cone-shaped thingy, lasers or something like that. I don't know, it deals damage. Who cares what it is, right? It also applies a slow to the enemies caught in its path. It costs health, but if you hit an enemy champion with it, the health is refunded. Which means that this will be a good ability to sort of like stack up your Bloodwell, your passive with, because it won't cost you anything, if you can hit it on the champion, that is. Ooh. And now, the most important ability, the ultimate, is called Massacre. Oh, with blood and stuff. So it's sort of like a self-buff that deals damage. The damage that you deal to enemy champions close to it is 15% of their current health, which means that if you want to deal the most damage, you want to use it in the beginning of a fight. And for 12 seconds, Aatrox will increase his maximum health, his attack speed, and his attack range. Now the attack speed and health has a base value, but it also increases depending on how many champions you were able to hit with your ultimate. So you can basically see the combo here. You use your Q to jump in and pop the ultimate, preferably hitting more than 3 of them and becoming like a beast dude that has huge attack speed and attack and extra health and overall massacre. Some final thoughts then. I think that, yeah, it's fine. It was fun and all to try just a new champion, and I think that I'm obviously gonna play him when he comes out, maybe do commentary of items and stuff to build on him, but I mean, maybe it's because Riot's been releasing so many champions, usually are very original, has a new style to him, has a new thingy, has some sort of like gimmick that is really original and feels original. I sort of felt like it doesn't really feel that different from other spells. I mean, if you look at Orianna when she came out, what the hell, you're controlling a ball and you're crazy, and what is this? More recent champions. Zac, you're a blob, you can jump a huge freaking distance and you can freaking respawn like 4 blobs and then jump around. You jump, basically. And then you got Lysandra, and even then the skill set looks like an ordinary AP, but she's got her original like rooted sense to her, and she feels kind of rooted, and she feels sort of like it makes sense when she pops her ultimate and becomes like a statue or freezes someone in place. She's just overall really original. And while I'm often very positive about the champions, I just wanted to let you know that this felt not as original as the others I've played recently on the public beta environment. That being said, I am gonna play him when he comes out. You can probably expect a commentary, so look forward to that. And yeah, that's it. If you like this little preview, make sure you hit the like button. You can add it to your favorite and share it on Facebook and Twitter. Wow, I'm getting fast at saying that. Make sure you go and check out my other videos if you haven't already. There's tons of League of Legends videos there, and you can also subscribe so you don't miss anything in the future. I do upload about 3 videos a week on this channel. That is it, guys. I'm gonna go out and enjoy the sun now because it's sunny here in Sweden. It's great. This has been Spazzy, and I am out. Dudes!